Oh, shit. Oh.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. Oh, some strong running. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Lions at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Goff. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this
It's a
game.
patience, Grasshopper. Patience. That's funny.
You'll be upset they didn't haul that one in. But at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And not all spectacular catches are the results of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him from a loss.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On the move to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Wow, you fucking snatched that right out.
The Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign.
Let's take a look at that shit.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute
wow, right through my dude's hands. He should have had that.
He went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Stafford.
About fucking time.
Outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Oh, excuse me.
Throwing is Stafford. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown.
That's his go-to play right there. That's a special play.
Number 12 on the year. And the Rams go 98 yards and finish it off.
Wow, bro. Good drive, man. That was fucked up, too, on that pick. That was a fucked up pick. Should have never happened. My dude had the advantage on that route.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Man, I can't believe you're doing base of line too, dog. Like, damn, dog, really? Out of all cats, you.
The first time they had the football wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Goff. Open man right side of St. Brown. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Goff looking to change the play. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now it's Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Damn, that was a nice fucking little. Who made that?
You
know what I'm saying?
As they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs.
Good job, defense. Good fucking job. Or not defense, offense. Good job, boys in blue.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, that was a hell of a block right there by number 5.
That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Fuck, man. That is a fucking crock of shit. That's a crock of shit right there. 3 fucking plays down the field.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages.
I hate it when that kind of shit happens.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
We had that dude double teamed.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The final shot before break here. Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
That's a wrap. Yeah, we'll just close out the quarter right there.
Falls innocently and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores.
Come on, defense. We need huge turnover. We need a huge fucking turnover right here.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half.
This is intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here.
Good job, defense. I knew that's what he wanted to do. I knew that's what he was trying to do.
One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
Oh, right on, Cody. Right on, Cody. Look at you. Doing a great job over here.
From the 50, it's Goff. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Throw that timing off, he said.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Another run for Gibbs here.
Beautiful hole. Beautiful hole. That was nice. That guard came out and pulled his fucking. That was a good hole. We're just gonna say that was a good hole.
From evening this one up. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal.
She just let me win though, Cody. Fuck up everybody's fucking game of the week vote. Everybody voted for your ass, dog. You know, if I win, nobody gets anything. No one. I think that's a honorable thing to do. Nobody gets reward points.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Damn, way to go, punter. Way to go, 3.
45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Nice job, defense. I seen him trying to use the running back.
Set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Stafford. And complete right side to Cook.
Good job. Good job, boys. Stop his ass.
A 3rd and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
God damn it. That was a tough one to defend. That was a tough one to defend right there. I had the tight end or 17 was open.
Convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Stafford.
Good play.
He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Oh, you did?
Point splits the uprights. And the lead is now
Yeah, he's probably passed out. That looked like an angry drive. Cody had an angry drive right there. He was not happy.
And here we go with the ball in the air.
He threw an interception.
Run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a pretty good burst there. So
good job, bud. Good job, 26. Should have outran that cat, though. You really should have outran that cat.
Here this afternoon. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I have to disagree. It has not just been that defense.
We come up on a 2nd and 10. Goff going to shift him around. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now gone.
Oh, we got that shit.
Diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that.
That was a dot. That was a dot.
Diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 30 yards. And the Lions,
all right, I need the Lions defense to step up again. We need a huge stop again.
That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21.
Man, you caught me, dude. You caught me right out of a nap. Like I was waiting for you earlier, and I fell asleep. I just fresh out the gym. You know what's up, man. I ate, had some good food. I get home, and I crashed.
A couple of teams
so as I was waking up, I saw your text, and I was like, oh, right, let me load up.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy.
That was a good run. That was a good run.
Gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. Stafford.
Oh, wow. You fucking dog. You fucking did that breakdown on my defense with your shit.
James Cook, halfway to 100.
That's so fucking whack, dog.
50. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
That's so fucking whack, man. That fucking manipulates the defense like that. It should never have to happen like that.
There was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped.
Like, that's one of those cases where baseline is actually useful, not when it's a predominantly ran defense for someone. Like, when you're playing somebody that does a lot of RPOs and shit,
and it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hand off down to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is gone. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And they hit him as he throws. This one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Here's Stafford.
Come on, 46. Pick that shit.
That's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. A short one here taken in by Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play...
Good defense, good defense.
...is his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Oh, we got the ball back. Good job, D. Good job. There was a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion right there.
The Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
Oh, I see what you're doing, dog.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45.
Damn.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Second and 3. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And Gibbs has it. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but
how much tread is left on those tires?
One of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15.
Ooh, that linebacker can't jump high enough. He doesn't have that. Doesn't have it.
As it's a first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
You go man coverage. Man coverage, you're probably blitzing me. It's fine.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown Lions. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's
I need big play defense now. Big play. We need big play defense, fellas.
You don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is first and 10. Stafford now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationships of yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Going up top for Cup. That's caught at the 25. And finally marked down at the 23. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge
that was close, Cody. That was close. This sucks, man, because Cody is he's an experienced user. This isn't nothing new to him. But I'm still gonna talk. I'm still gonna ring his ear with my amazing voice.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it
Hey,
with 1 second to go
Cody.
in this game.
Cody, you're gonna miss it, bud. You're gonna miss it. Just miss it, dog. Why not? Let's go to overtime and give the people a show. Come on, Cody. I know you don't want to go up against me like that.
And now
Hey, batter. Hey, you're going to have a lag now, bud. You're going to have a lag spike. Hey, batter. Fucker. Good game, dog.
And the Rams have won the game.
Oh, what a son of a bitch.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Rams, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
All right, guys, that was a good game. I was prepared for him to go all-out passing the entire game. I was prepared for it. Although I am number 1 in the league in pass defense, allowing 160 yards a game, I was prepared. This is exactly what I thought to myself. He's going to throw for 300 yards minimum. And he did. But we had a great game. It was clean. It was sharp. It was a good game. It was a really good game. 15 for 21, 354 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 INT for Stafford. Goff, 17 for 27, 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. He had a pretty good game, 71%. 71% completion percentage. That's always good. Rushing, Gibbs, 121 yards with 3 touchdowns. Gibbs was unstoppable, bud. Unstoppable. Passing, yeah, we locked him up. I mean, although Cook has 100 yards and Puka had 100 yards, 3 touchdowns total between them 3. I think we had a really good game against him. We were able to lock up Kupp, we were able to lock up Ferguson, and we were able to lock up his new guy, Aaron Anderson. Aaron Anderson was pretty much, he was taking out the game completely. Puka was really hard to defend. It was a great game, man. Good fucking game. Williams coming up with that big-time touchdown at the end of that fourth quarter right there to tie up the game 28-28. We'll take a look at the sack lights and INT lights. Ward with the INT. You got Mateo with the sack. That was a great job by Mateo. Pierce Butler with the INT. And Aiden Hutchinson with the sack. So we got 2 sacks and an interception off him. Good game. Good game. Nonetheless, still a good game. I'm glad I was able to compete with him and keep it tight. He was unable to blow me out and stretch the lead. So that was good. That was good. I was happy with that. So we'll see you guys in the next one.